and welcome to the update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. The PM says his heart goes out to the families in Australia waiting for news about loved ones caught up in the Turkish earthquake. The body of a city man has been pulled from the rubble by a relative who joined the search herself. Anthony Albanese telling Parliament there are a number of Australians still unaccounted for.
One Australian has tragically lost their life in the devastation that has occurred in Turkey and Syria. Our thoughts are with all those who have loved ones back in Turkey, Syria and in the region.
Former Liberal Minister Alan Tudge has broken down in Parliament, announcing his resignation after a tumultuous few years. A by-election will have to be held in the Melbourne seat of Aston. Mr Tudge says it's not a decision he's taken lightly.
My daughters, who are 18 and 16, know nothing other than their dad being away. They've had to put up with things that no teenager should have to, including death threats, the most recent of which was last week. My son is a bit younger, but I equally want to be a good father to him.
Foreign-made security cameras with links to the Chinese government may have been installed in Parliament House. About 1,000 surveillance devices are scattered across various buildings in the nation's capital, including Defence and Foreign Affairs, and they are expected to be removed as soon as possible. Now, the Commonwealth Bank and Westpac have joined their rivals in passing on that latest interest rate hike in full. Mortgage holders at all four major banks will now have to pay an extra 0.25% on their home loan. And Google's parent company has lost $140 billion in market value. Now, that happened after the launch of its new AI chatbot went horribly wrong. Taking a look at sport, and Aussie surfer Jack Robinson has had the biggest win of his career, taking out the Pipeline Masters. The 25-year-old assumes the world #1 ranking. And Women's World Champions Australia have suffered a surprise 3-wicket loss to Ireland in the T20 World Cup warm-up match. In your entertainment news, and fresh from winning the red carpet at the Grammys, it seems as though Cardi B would like to branch out her career options. The rapper has been tweeting that she'd like to start styling other celebs. Now, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has detailed exactly how he pulled off that Adele surprise at the Grammys. Apparently, the show's EP worked extra hard behind the scenes to keep those details under wraps. And Rita Ora's New Zealand hubby continues showing his love for his wife, Taika Waititi getting her first initial tattooed on his hand. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow. I'm Michelle Stevenson.